Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business chat, where we bring on field leaders and community members to talk about targeted skills and philosophies, if you will, to help grow yourself and your business. And today, Robin's going to lead a discussion on the difference between intention and goal setting. And we're going to slip in there a little bit about the law of attraction, which are all very powerful concepts. So I'm going to zip my lip, mute myself like everyone else, and turn it over to you, Robin, and a couple other guest speakers.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. I just want to share that yesterday on our leadership call and our directors and above call, we had a fun discussion about this, and people said, let's do this on Thursday. So Thursday meetings get birthed on Wednesday meetings, and here we are. And so I want to start out, I'm going to share a little bit about my background here. And many of you know that I used to work with Stephen Covey. And he said one of the first principles he shared with us is teach what you want to learn. And so we talked yesterday about goals and we just talked more about intentions and goals, but today we want to talk about both of them. And so what I did was I did a little studying, and I was on my morning walk and I was listening to Wayne Dyer on the power of intention. And I highly recommend, when you're doing your morning walks or you're doing your aerobic exercise, to use that special time, like when your car, as your university, because there is so much richness available that's free for everybody. So if you're really wanting more in your life, become a student. And so the second thing I wanted to share was many years ago, I worked with a man named Michael Gerber, and some people may know him. He wrote a series of books on the E-myth, the entrepreneurial myth, why most entrepreneurs fail. And one of our clients was a woman named Shakti Gawain, which some of you in my age range would recognize. You guys know Shakti Gawain? Yep. Creative visualization. So she was a client of mine. Whatever Publishing was the name of the company. And I was sitting with her one day and I said, Shakti, I want to attract a mate that is half of this guy and half of this guy. And she looked at me and she goes, Robin, when you become that, you will attract that. And that was the beginning of my kind of introduction to the power of attraction. If we want to have something, we need to be that, and it will show up. So when you take a look at things like, people that are negative or this, it's interesting how they attract more of that in their life. And people that are positive attract more of that in their life. Interesting how it works. So what happened yesterday is we got into a fun conversation about intention. And I had a really, really crazy, fun, wonderful day the other day, because I had held this intention for quite a while to attract some people into our business that are really influential and really making a difference in the world, really courageous people. And several levels down, 4 or 5 levels down, someone attracted one of those people. And I got, Gregory and I got to be on a Zoom with he and his wife for an hour. And it was like, wow, it happened, And then Karen O'Neill, I'm not sure if she's on. I had just been speaking with her and she says, well, I need to have another builder on my team leg. And poof, she put a curiosity post up. And so this woman shows up who is a builder. And many, many months ago, I said, I want to attract some builders on my pay leg. And within a week, I had 3 new people I would have never contacted that contacted me. So intention is really powerful. But I want to talk about, and in my studying, between yesterday and today, I was researching online, and I want to share a little bit about the distinction and the definitions of goals and intention. They're both important, and they work together beautifully. And so a goal is setting an outward driven exercise, something we talk about SMART goals, being specific and measurable and time phased and agreed upon. So and time phase. So we talk about goals, which is really important. I want to be a whatever rank it is by conference. You want to walk across the stage, okay? But and then an intention is an inward driven approach, as it begins with the question, what do I want my purpose to be this year? And many of you who've been around me for a long time know that every year at the end of the year, I send out questions. And in those questions, one of the questions is, what do you want the theme for the year to be? What one word do you want for the theme of your year? That's setting an intention. And whatever it may be, versus doing a resolution, setting an intention. I want to be more loving. I want to be, take better care of myself, whatever it may be, setting that intention. So setting that theme for the year, and then you do things outwardly that support that, but you create a space for things to come to you from being so intent about it. And so yesterday, a few of our members were raised their hand to volunteer. Well, one of them got volunteered.
That would be me.
Thank you, Janet, for volunteering Barbara. and Michelle raised her hand, and they didn't know what they were raising their hand to. But what I'd like to do is model a little bit about working with someone, how I work with someone with intention and goals, because I want this to be supportive for you, not just in your business, but in your life. But we're going to focus on business because this is our business chat today. So who wants to go first, Michelle or Barbara?
I'll go.
Okay, Michelle, you're on. So Michelle, I want to ask you, what's your intention? Well, let me give a little bit more about why I actually said that. One of the intentions that I have held is that I want to grow a strong, healthy business with leaders that are aligned with my values. It's not a goal. It's not specific or measurable so much, but I want things to grow in a healthy way. So Michelle, when you look at your intention for your business, what would you say that might be?
Oh boy. Oh, I wish I would have had a little preparation. Yeah, I jumped in. So
and let me thank you for jumping in, because you didn't even know what you were jumping into.
No, I didn't, everybody. This was not pre-planned or rehearsed. But I know I want a thriving business. I'm a director. I have been a director for a couple of years. I feel like I'm just plateauing. I feel like I get people, I lose people. I feel like Connie has said, I have a lot of red X's in my back office. Confession, a lot of red X's, people that have come and gone. And so I really want a thriving, fun, growing, where we're growing, spiritually, as well as personally, as well as professionally. And we're having fun, and we're just having fun doing it. Fun. If we're not having fun, I don't want to do it. I think that's the kind of people. Yeah.
So Michelle, have you thought about the qualities and characteristics of who you want on your team?
Yes, that I have thought a lot about, and that I actually jotted a couple notes down.
Okay, so why don't you share with people some of those qualities? And for those of you that have not worked with me personally, this is something that I've done with a lot of people, is if you're building a business, why not be, in network marketing, we get to be cherry pick who we're in business with, different than conventional business. And I say, pick ye wisely. So set intention of the kind of people you want to have on your business, and then write it down, and then share it with your friends and say, I'm serious about growing this business, and I'm looking for, let's say, 3 key leaders. Pick a number, a small number, doesn't matter. I'm looking for 3 key leaders that have these characteristics. If you know anyone, would you connect me with them? So this can go beyond your sphere of influence into your friends and family that want to help you. Okay, Michelle, why don't you share some of the ones you have?
Okay, before I do that, Robin, what you just said, I just want to comment on that, because when you've shared that before, that we give a list, we can even give a list to people. I think to myself, really, do people really care that I'm building my business. I mean, yes, I have friends that love me, but what are they going to do with that list? Are they going to throw it away? But you know what? I realized, and Robin, this may be on track, maybe not, but I thought, I am telling the universe, this is what I want. And if my friends love and support me, they will support me in that. And if they don't, that's okay. I will attract people who do. So,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So why don't you share a few of those with everyone? And I invite everyone to be taking notes, because you may hear some things that you want and some that you don't want. We all get to pick what we want, and some may be aligned and some may be different. Go for it, Michelle.
So good energy, positive people. That's number one. Someone who, when they call or they text, I get excited. I see their name. I'm like, oh, it's Helen, it's Robin. I mean, when Robin calls me, I drop everything. When Helen calls me, if I can, I drop everything and I answer, because I know they're busy, especially Robin. Someone, and I got this from Robin, someone who is ready to change now. How many of us have been pushing that rope upstream and just trying and trying? And I talked to Dr. Tiana and she said, honey, some people just don't want to change. Just move on. Just move on. So someone who's ready to change and who wants what we have, because what we have is phenomenal. And I think you guys can see I'm excited. So I don't have to ask for, I need to match someone that's going to match my excitement. That's going to happen. I just want to attract someone that's as excited and passionate about LifeWave. And the network marketing model. That's been a little bit of a fear of mine, because I haven't been super successful in network marketing in the past. A little bit of success here and there, not much. And it's like, so can I be a model of that and attract people who are also excited about network marketing and don't just put up their fist the minute they hear that it's network marketing? So I want people who are as passionate about network marketing as I am, even if they're kind of newbies. It's okay, but they want to learn.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I always like to add, better than I ever expected.
Yes.
You want to give the universe an opportunity to offer things that are beyond our logical mind and things that you could have never imagined. I mean, when Judy and I first met in another company, we fell in love with each other and we wanted to work together, and we held that intention, and man, we kissed a lot of frogs together. And we just stayed with it because we wanted to figure it out, and we finally did. We set that intention. Sometimes it may take longer than you want, but we got it. We got it. And that list I put together of what I wanted in a mate, it took me quite a while because I wasn't ready yet to attract this amazing partner on all levels. That was beautiful, Michelle. Thank you. So Barbara, what's your intention for your business with LifeWave?
Well, it's hard to follow up, both of you, because you have stated everything so beautifully.
Well, that's beautiful. You can just say, that's what I want too, but
it's what I want too. I want a business of people, and I already see it happening. This is an experience I've never had with another company like Michelle. I've been kind of here and there a little bit, never super successful. But this is absolutely the most amazing experience, because I'm getting so many people aligned with my values. And that is a really big thing that you said, Robin. And Robin said a couple things just 5 minutes before we all started that I thought was so powerful, that your intentions are about a theme. And so you can be broader. It's not the same as a goal specifically. And so all the things that Michelle said, people that are aligned, people that are excited, people that want to have a fast change. So my intention is to be a senior presidential director. And if I'm going to turn it into a goal, then I have a date on it too. But it's having this amazing team that's coming along with me that has the same excitement, the same values, the same heart for helping people all over the world. And so it's big, that is big. And then I can add a little bit to the list. I call it my avatar. You know, who do I want to show up? So I have done work on the list, the avatar list. I had kind of one started, and then Robin worked with me a little bit on it too. And some of the things that she says are absolutely brilliant. They have to be coachable, willing to be a student, ready to change, like Michelle said, and want what we have. And then some other things that I've added in is it's preferred to have someone who has a large network, who's very active. They go to soccer games, they're involved with their church, they know people. They're looking for something inspiring. They need a purpose and an inspiration in their life, and something with the wow factor. And I think we can all agree that we really, really have the wow factor here. Who want to have this security of more income, and maybe has some computer skills and does Facebook or is willing to learn, since Facebook is kind of a training ground for us these days. And one of the big things is someone, it could be a network marketer, but someone who really wants the big income and is willing and ready to explode and wants to give it that focus.
Beautiful. You guys were awesome. Totally awesome. And I hope everyone is creating your own list of what you want, because, you know, you said some things, Barbara, that added on, you know, a heart for helping. That was beautiful. An influencer and, inspiration, the wow factor. Yeah, the technology piece, I tell you, we have a product that a lot of people that are older want and need, and some of them don't use technology. And then it becomes, a bit of a, how do I want to say this nicely? It takes a lot of extra time if people don't have technical skills, people that have initiative. I love that one. So I hope you're writing down these things. So what we want to do is open up the lines for comments, questions, additions. What else have you done? Because intention is so fun, because it ends up, when I was listening to Wayne Dyer, he says it's our connection to spirit, and we always have it. Sometimes the connection's a bit rusty, and we need to, clean it off a bit, because when he does his talk, well, he's passed now, but when he used to do his talks, he started out with all the notes and everything, and he was all organized, and then he shifted. And, when I got trained by my coach, JJ, and, it was a corporate training, and people would come from all over the country, from all kinds of businesses and government organizations. And she would teach us the facilitator prayer. And that's, God, get me out of the way. So whatever your beliefs, do what feels right for you. But just so you know, before I do anything, before I get on a phone call, before I get on a training, I always say that, because I don't know everything. But if I'm open to receive the wisdom, you never know what's going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen today, but I set an intention that we were going to provide something of value for everyone who was on this call. So I want to open things up for comments, questions, additions. You guys might have some additional things, maybe some qualities and characteristics on your list that we could learn from. That would be great. So if you want to share, you can raise your hand or just unmute your line. You guys, thank you, Barbara and Michelle, because you didn't know what we were in for today, because I didn't either. But yesterday it came up, and then Gregory volunteered me like Janet volunteered Barbara. So here we are. And so I'd love to hear from people. Who wants to share comments, questions, additions, ideas? Okay, is that you, Lynette, that wanted to share? Okay, Janet, you want to go, and then Helen, and then Helen?
Well, thank you, everyone. Definitely a topic we could return to every month. It's so great. I would just add, I truly believe we don't have to know the how. We have to have the intention. It, like you said, get me out of the way, God, because the how comes from the universe. And so I don't even worry anymore how the how comes. And there, it's coming, it's done, it's in action because we declared it. So I just, when I get hit my rough spots, I just go, wait a minute. The universe told me I'm not in charge of the how, just get out of the way.
Beautiful. And there's a quote that I used to share all the time that I used to live with. It's our job to decide the what, and source or God or higher power, it's their job to decide the how. So we decide the what, and we open up to the vastness of what's possible in the universe to decide the how. Thank you, Janet. Helen.
Hey, it's actually Tim, and
Yes, Tim.
I disguised myself.
Okay.
So speaking of that, when I was writing down all these things that I look for in somebody else, my first question was, well, do I actually have all these?
Exactly.
So it
Thank
gives me
you.
a checklist to work on.
You know, that is the law of attraction. Beautiful, Tim. So I invite everyone to ask yourself what Tim's asking himself. Am I embodying that? Because we attract what we are, like what Shakti Gawain said to me. We need to be what we want to attract. And from that place, it shows up. It's quite amazing. Why is it that some people have all the cool people in their life and other people don't? Guess what? They become that. And that's, I think everyone knows that my love and passion for this business is that Gregory and I call it a greenhouse. It's a safe place for people to grow into their potential. And Jim Rohn, on my morning walk, I listened to Darren Hardy and Jim Rohn. And this morning I was listening to Wayne Dyer. And Jim Rohn says, as you've heard me say, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. Okay, we have another hand up. Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning,
morning.
everyone. I was really excited yesterday when I was watching Emily, is it Hollingshead, on the new member training. And I wrote down something that I really want to share today. And that's, she used a term of declaring yourself something rather than just sticking with the term distributor. And so I wrote a list of 14 different titles for myself because I want to look for these types of people. And I thought, oh my goodness, Michelle is talking about this and Barbara's talking about this. So I'm just going to read them really fast.
Okay, well, why don't you read them so people can write them down? Because I think you got some
well, I
treasures
should
in there.
just hold up my red ink and my green paper. So I when I write notes, I write in red Sharpie marker so that I can erase it, my thoughts. So that I literally put it down and it sticks, and I put it on bright colored paper. So I have it on my calendar, and I will see if I can actually have it right behind me. My office is kind of an interesting situation. So the first one is distributor. I don't know if you can see it. I got my whiteboard, my Zoom IDs that I was talking about this morning. So a distributor, brand partner, and that's the word that she used yesterday, was brand partner. And I thought, oh, I love that. I'm a brand partner now. And then member product user, because I'm a member and I order my products. I'm a wholesaler. I'm a retail marketer. Oh, I gotta get my little things here so I can read it. I'm a subscriber enroller because I enroll people that subscribe to our products. I'm a health and wellness advocate because I'm always advocating the patch on my neck. People always think it's something else, and I've never smoked in my life, so it's definitely not one of those patches. I'm a group leader. I don't know if
Honey, did things freeze?
You didn't, but Heidi did.
Heidi
And this
froze?
is really good.
I know.
Heidi is frozen, but wow, it was great. She was on a great roll.
Here she's
Yeah.
back.
I'm a skincare beauty consultant. I'm a promoter. I'm a trainer. I'm a wellness educator, and I'm a lactation practitioner.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. And what Heidi just said is I am. And for those of you, this is just a little awareness education. The words I am are the two most powerful words in the entire English language. And so pay clear and close attention to what you put after those words, because you will get more of that. I am tired. You're going to get more tired. I am, whatever it may be, that many times we add a limiting word after that. So the work is to be aware. And then if you notice yourself, we have a son, he just turned 30, but he was living with us when he was a teenager. And he used to always say these limiting things with the I am, and he knows the power of the I am. And so we just worked on it, and I wouldn't let him get away with it, and now he's magnificently blossomed into this amazing, young adult. And I am so proud of who he is in the world. But watch yourself, everyone. So anyone else? Thank you, Heidi. That was fabulous.
I want to add one spontaneously. Yes. I just thought of one. I am a performance bundler. X49 and X39. I'm a performance bundler.
And I think a lot of us want to own that one. Beautiful. Well, we have time for another few comments or questions from anyone. Any other additions? I love it. Yes, Barbara.
Okay, so this morning, I had no idea what we were doing here today, so
I didn't either.
I did a search while I was getting my makeup on and stuff. I did a search on YouTube for intention and manifesting, and there are a lot of great little YouTubes there. So I listened to some of those little 3-minute ones, just kind of on the fly, and I wrote down a couple of statements that I thought were kind of interesting gems. And one is that the difference between desire and intention is action. And I thought that was interesting. And then with intention, it's more about knowing what your why is. You have to dig a little bit deeper and come up with your why. And also I think this one is very powerful. Intention is ruling your life, whether you know it or not.
Absolutely.
So if we can model our intention around what we really desire in life, we will have a more positive outcome. And then also I wanted to add, Janet and I were talking about this yesterday morning. Just to be transparent with everybody, the reason I got volunteered for this is because you do need to teach what you have to learn. And I had kind of a meltdown yesterday morning, and Janet was picking me up. And one of the things that she shared with me that she does when she is writing her goals is, I don't know how, all I know is. And then you state what it is. And it goes back to, what she said earlier, we don't need to know how it's going to come. We just have to have that intention. But I think that is very powerful, because if we're going to, I want to share that line with you, because if we're going to start getting specific about our intentions, that's a really great way to start that list. I don't know how, all I know is.
Beautiful.
Whatever you want to manifest.
Well, thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, everyone, for being here today, because this can literally change your life and your business. Being really clear on, and being what you want to attract, and being clear on what you want to attract. And I do invite everyone to go do what Barbara and I did. We went to YouTube. The all famous YouTube. And when I searched for Power of Intention, because I knew, I have the book from Wayne Dyer, but I wanted to listen to him on my walk and get inspired. And then there was all these other wonderful things on purpose and other things about intention. And I mean, YouTube is an amazing source. So when you have this precious time when you're in between things, or when you're exercising or whatever, driving, where you can actually, they used to call the car the university. So I invite people to, really, really be in the university at all times. So, and let me, Gregory, have you looked through the chat to see if there's anything we need to pay attention to?
I didn't see any questions. I think there was a lot of accolades. Everybody loved what's going on, as I do. This was brilliant. You know, you three have hit the nail on the head.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for being with us for our Thursday morning chat. And I invite all of you to set your intention and really sit quiet and ask, what is my intention for my life? You know, for my business, for my body, for my, you know, my health, my service and work in the world. And, you know, what are the qualities and characteristics that you want to attract? And my bottom line one, Michelle mentioned it, is when I look at my caller ID, am I excited to pick up the phone? And that's my bottom line when I'm setting intention for who I want in my business, because I want to love, you know, and enjoy working with everyone. So hope this was helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. I set the intention for a great day. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks.
You'd like to unmute and say goodbye? That'd be fine.
Bye, Gregory. Thank you.
Thanks,
Love you,
everyone.
Robin. Love you.
Great
Bye,
meeting.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Did a great job.
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody. Really loved it. Great inspiration.
Great call.